The world I had built over 10 years crumbled in just a few sentences. "Mike, we need to talk," she said that evening, with an indeterminate expression on her face. When I heard these words, a shiver ran through my entire body. You know, those words never bode well. The confession that followed rocked my heart. My wife, my dear Barbara, had been with someone else for a year. How can someone change so quickly? Or maybe she was always like this and I just didn't want to see it. In this story, we will explore how a lie, a betrayal, can turn an entire life upside down. If it were you, how would you react? And is revenge a bitter satisfaction or just a temporary relief? If you're watching this video right now, you've taken a step towards confronting reality. If you don't want to leave room for surprises that could turn your life upside down, subscribe now for more stories that warn you against the worst scenarios by uncovering the truth, showing that nothing is as it seems. Remember, the truth is just a click away. 10 years ago, I met Barbara, a sweet-talking accountant. Barbara, with her sun-like blonde hair and sky-blue eyes, was a true American dream. Everything was perfect until that dark day came. "Mike, we need to talk," said Barbara one evening when I returned from work. She confessed to cheating on me for a year. Looking down at every piece of the floor as if scanning it, she said, "Mike, I need to be honest. I have a relationship with Richard and it's not just physical." Feeling nauseous, my heart pounding, I asked, "Why?" Her answer was even more hurtful. "Because I feel a real connection with him. Something was missing," and her words hung in the air, and I felt lost in a drama. And as if that wasn't enough, she said she would leave our home to start a new life with Richard, one of the wealthiest men in Dallas. I had a strange feeling about him the first time I saw him. I wasn't wrong. Our separation process began swiftly. Barbara, under Richard's shadow throughout the lawsuit, planned our separation agreement. But my mind worked differently. My plan was to stand with dignity, even after losing everything. And then, at the most unexpected moment, an old friend knocked on my door. Olivia, a friend from university years, had just moved to town. With Olivia's arrival, my thoughts became clear. I was going to take my revenge. On the wedding day, Olivia and I took our place among the guests. As Barbara and Richard walked towards their happy ending, I had a surprise in my pocket that would ruin their day. The special mix I added to the cake was actually a kind of harmless but effective food dye and gas-producing compound. I had communicated with the chef making Richard and Barbara's wedding cake through an old acquaintance and told him I wanted to add a special flavor. The chef was convinced once he saw the financial part. Thus, a little surprise was added to the cake. As the guests ate the cake, the hall filled with strange sounds shortly due to the quick effect of the mixture. After the events, Richard and Barbara's relationship was shaken. The disgraceful incident at the wedding made them the subject of ridicule in their social circles. Richard lost his trust in Barbara as he thought she had planned this event. Barbara, after this embarrassing situation, could not close the distance between her and Richard. Their relationship ended shortly under the shadow of this scandal. I, on the other hand, was on the threshold of a new beginning with an old friend. Olivia and I left everything behind that evening and opened a new page. We took our revenge, but more importantly, we had the chance to rebuild our lives. After taking revenge that night under the lights of Dallas, standing on the threshold of a new beginning, I saw the sparkle in Olivia's eyes. This sparkle symbolized a new hope, a new future. The time I spent with her showed me that she was not only a partner but also a staunch friend and ally. The events at Barbara and Richard's wedding might have been a milestone for us. Having a real and valuable person like Olivia in my life gave me great comfort and strength. Despite everything, opening a new page in my life and moving forward with someone who truly understands and supports me was a great chance for me.